Well, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So if this is your first time watching, hi, my name is Anuli. I basically am a style, fashion, and DIY kind of gal, and I like to show you all the fun stuff I do in New York City where I live. So yeah, welcome. And also, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button one time, as well as that bell button, so you know when I'm putting out new content each and every week. All right, so I actually changed my bucket hat because the theme of this video is actually how to make this bucket hat, not this one. Even though I love this one, I got this one off of Amazon. If you're wondering, I can link it down below. But we're gonna learn how to make this bucket hat right here. So I was like, you know what, let me change my hat and my outfit, you know, the command. But before we get into this video, I just want to give a quick shout out to a awesome company that I've actually worked with in the past and that I'm wearing the contacts from, Ttdeye. So Ttdeye was kind enough to send me some awesome contacts. As some of y'all know, I also do cosplay, so they sent me some fun cosplaying contacts, which I'm gonna do a quick try on before we get into this video. Now the ones I'm wearing are more of like my everyday, which, you know, my eyes aren't actually purple, but I wear these contacts. They're the Egyptian purple. I wear them pretty much every day. I love them. They're so comfortable and they just make my eyes look like a literal anime character, which is basically what I strive to be. Check out Ttdeye. I'll link everything down below. Also, can we take a moment to appreciate this super cute packaging? Like, come on. And inside are the contacts. Everything's so colorful and cute. I love it. Even the cases, like, these are like purple and pink. I don't know if you can see that, but so much fun. So I can't remember the names off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna put them in the video as I try them on. But and again, I'll list them down below so you know where they're at. But most of these are, so 2 of these are prescription, I think, and the other 2 are non-prescription. So you'll definitely have to check it out when you are going to like purchase them to make sure, you know, if you need a prescription, that this contact works for you. But they do offer prescription lenses, which I'm wearing in my eyes because I'm blind as a bat. So yeah, let's try these on. Also, one other thing I really like about this company is that the cases are so easy to open. I've dealt with a lot of contacts in my life, and one thing I hate, you know, the little glass jars that just like be cutting up, like they just cut your whole finger off if you're not careful. But these joints, you literally can just pop them right here and peel them back. Oh shit. And easy. 1, 2, 3, so much easier, no blood required. Yeah, thank you for that. And so that's all for the contacts. Now let's make this bucket hat.
So first thing, of course, you're gonna need is your faux fur. I used about half a yard, and you can use any color of your choice. And then you're gonna need some scissors, your clips, which I spilled all over the place, and then of course your pins, and then this awesome pattern, which I'm gonna include down below. It's also free, y'all, which is great. So first thing, you're gonna lay out your fabric and then fold it over. Make sure that the fur is facing downwards. And then you're going to lay out your pattern pieces on the fold like such. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of extra seam allowance. Now I cut the patterns out on the XL line, so it's already at the maximum size, but then on top of that I added about a 1/4 inch of seam allowance all around the semicircle, and then just to the top of the brim and the band pieces. So adding 1/4 all around the semicircle, and then you see here I just didn't add any extraness or extra seam allowance to the sides of the brim and the band. I just added it to the top.
Okay, so we have our patterns cut out. Now you have to make 4 of these 2 pieces. So right now I have 2 of the circle pieces because you only need 2, and then I have 2 of the panel pieces, and then I'm gonna do it over again for, again, just the panel pieces. So yeah.
So now we're just gonna go ahead and cut it out. And so again, like I had mentioned before, you're going to need 2 of the circle pieces and then 4 of, so 4 of each of the brim and the band pieces. Also, if I sound tired, it's because I'm doing this super early in the morning. I don't know why I do this to myself. Okay, so now, very important, you definitely want to get rid of all the excess fur because it's going to get super messy if you try to sew all of that. So what I did is I opened up every single piece and just brushed it out with my hands and just took out all the excess until it was completely clear. And so here is what we made. So again, we have 2 circle pieces, 4 band pieces, and then 4 rim pieces. And this is essentially our lining, as well as, it's our lining, and then, we're going to attach everything. So first things first, you're going to take your circle pieces, which is the top of your hat, and now you're going to lay them one on top of each other. So just exactly as I'm showing you here, where you're not going to do it where right sides are facing each other. You're going to literally do it exactly the way you see it here, and then just clip everything together and then sew along about half an inch, 1/4. I think I sewed on 1/4, so about a 1/4 of an inch in. Now you can do more, but that's going to make your hat smaller, just let you know. Now you're going to do the same exact thing to the band pieces. So this is the band that goes around your head. So lay them one on top of each other, just like you see right here. And then you're going to clip them down and then sew them all around. So the reason why I did it this way, and obviously you can use your own lining and everything, but I really, really wanted it to be sturdy, and the fabric by itself is kind of flimsy, believe it or not. So pairing it with its own self, because it has that rigid back, made it really, really nice and stiff, which is what I wanted was structure. So sewing them on top of each other definitely made for that structure, which is great. And this is what it looks like. And now we're going to go ahead and just sew it down the sides to create our band. So again, sewing 1/4 inch in. And then now for our rim pieces, we're just going to we're going to do it differently, where their right sides are facing together and they're clipped on the sides, and we're just going to sew those sides. So this is the only one that's going to have the right sides facing each other. And this is what it looks like. And then we're going to take one of them, flip them right sides out. And then the other one, I think we kept it inside out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So y'all gonna see. So I matched them up at the seams, and then now here's the important thing. So I matched them up at the seams, and then I put one of them inside of the other, matching it at the seams. You can see there, I'm repeating myself. And then I made the mistake of you're gonna see right here, I clipped everything. So I clipped the top and the bottom openings. You don't have to, you can clip it so it's easier for you to do so on both sides, but really all you're going to sew is the bottom half, like the bottom rim. So there's no need to pin the smaller rim, only pin the wider rim, which is the bottom of the hat. But unless it helps you, but we're not going to sew that part. And you'll see later the mistake I made, and I explained that. So it should and shouldn't look like this. Literally just pay attention to this part right here.
Okay, y'all, so I'm just gonna show you what I did wrong so that you can do it right. Leave the whole space open. Don't sew anything. Just the bottom. Just sew the bottom. Leave the top open, because it's gonna be so much easier to flip it inside out and then attach it and not have to worry about, when this is flipped inside out, not have to worry about, the thickness that it's gonna cause once, you turn this inside out. So yeah, just sew the bottom, leave the top completely open, and that way you can easily flip it. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in just a sec. Also, y'all, my camera died, so we're just filming this off of my phone while it's charging. But yeah, so this is what it looks like, what it should look like now that I've taken out the stitches. So the bottom is just sewn, and then the top is open, and we're just going to go ahead and flip it inside out. This is really hard to do with one hand, so you'll kind of get the gist. But yeah, flip it inside out. You see how it kind of puckers in there? Just kind of pull out some of the hairs, get it a little messy and stuff like that. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's fully flipped inside out, and then I fixed these little bitties right here. So yeah. So yeah, this is what it should look like. Now you definitely want to make sure to push out the edges as far as possible. So really just like push out the seams, if that makes sense. Really open it up and flatten it so that the seams are all the way out. I mean, not all the way out. You know what I mean. So the seams are all the way flat and everything is nice and full.
So now we're going to go ahead and sew everything together, starting with the top of the hat. So you're going to take your circle piece and then your band piece and just simply put them on top of each other and what is it called? Align the edges as such. We're just going to go ahead and take our long clips. These clips are a godsend. Like, you can use pins, but it gets too thick with the fabric, so clips I 100% recommend using. You can find them off of Amazon. They're great. And then this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna let you know now, I tried to run this through my machine. It was the worst idea ever. Like, I just want y'all to love yourself and don't do this. Just hand sew it. I know it takes longer, I know, but it is so much less tedious to just hand sew.
Let me just say one thing, y'all. If you love yourself, don't try to force this through your machine. Just hand sew it, because it's a lot more work to try to fit it underneath this small amount of space. So yeah, be kind to yourself. That's the lesson we're learning.
Okay, so now we have the top of our hat sewn, and then we have our rim, and we're gonna go ahead and attach those. So everything is right sides out, as you see, and then now we're just going to slide the top of a hat through the rim and then align them at the edge seams. Make sure all the seams match up with one another. I mean, you don't necessarily have to. I just like it because it, you know, it's aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And I don't know, for some reason this part makes me really happy because it was a really enjoyable part. I don't know why. Overall, this, like, I mean, I definitely made a lot of mistakes, but it was overall a very enjoyable experience. I am so sorry my hands are ashy. No matter how hard I try in wintertime, I don't know. I have shea butter now, y'all, so I'm okay. But pray for your girl, because this wasn't acceptable. I'm so sorry. So now we're gonna go ahead and clip everything at the seams, and we're gonna love ourselves and hand sew that so that it comes out like this. We love it. We're here for it. I absolutely love this hat so much, y'all. You have no idea. Like, I've made one before as a prototype, and it was a fail, and this literally turned out exactly how I had wanted. And I'm mad that it's almost spring and it's getting hot outside, but I'm gonna wear this hat. I do not care. Like, it is so cute. So yeah, I love this. I hope you all love it too, and definitely let me know if you try it out, and definitely send me pictures too so I can post it on my Instagram. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and comment down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.